back looking for a thrill. Most of us go no farther than the Rocky Mountains.
But some Calgarians like to get their thrills a lot closer to home. They are urban explorers, and they go places most of us would never think of.
Recently, A Channel's Mike Yanni tagged along.
It's a world few would care to venture into. An endless maze of tunnels and junctions. So dark you can't see your hand in front of your face. Not even the sun's light can penetrate these passageways, 30 feet below the city streets. You are in the heart of Calgary's storm drain system. But as uninviting as it may be, these tunnels have become a haven for adventure seekers, an elite group that refer to themselves as urban explorers.
Urban exploration is just exploring your surroundings, exploring tunnels, exploring mines, exploring storm drains, places that people don't usually go around and are just basically they're ignorant of.
Mark Engel is a key figure in Calgary's UE community. For the past 2 years, he, along with at least 24 other members, has mapped out much of the storm drain system, and they've invited us along to take a peek into their secret world. Under the cover of darkness, Engel leads us to a manhole in a park in the city's northeast. It's late. No one is in sight. Within seconds, the manhole cover is off, and we descend into the darkness. We are on their turf now.
Yep, we're set.
As we climb down the iron rungs into darkness, the temperature warms up. It's eerily calm and so dark we must use night vision on our cameras. But the UEers have done this before. They are prepared.
On a storm drain exploration, we'll take rubber boots. We like our Ubers, which are thigh highs. We take at least one, I take 3 flashlights.
The darkness is only one concern. The ground is slippery from the rushing water beneath our feet, and down here, your mind begins to play tricks on you. As we venture deeper into the system, strange, ominous noises echo through the tunnels. Visions of horror movies jump into your head, and one's mind begins to race.
Right now we're hearing cars going over the manholes, thump thump, and also you're hearing muffled ones of them going over the gratings on the side, like that. Sounds are really amplified and confined in underground spaces.
But UEers don't just explore the storm drains. On this night, Engel has taken us to another favorite site, this time above ground, an old abandoned building on the outskirts of the city.
There's not really a big scene for buildings in Calgary just because of how the economy is, and abandoned buildings are being knocked down about as fast as they're being abandoned.
In that respect, they are a treat. The dust in this one is so thick we wear masks. The building has multiple levels. It's been abandoned for years, but the lights still work and the water is still turned on. It's an exploration that could take all night, but one false move could prove deadly.
You could fall through a floor, you could fall, hurt yourself. There's a lot of things, because I mean, if you're going to an abandonment, chances are you're not going to want anybody else to know about it, unless you tell somebody. So if you fall and hurt yourself, who's going to? There's nobody that's going to come by in 10 minutes and go, "Oh, you're hurt. Let me help you."
Urban explorers are a unique breed. They're very secretive. In fact, it took us weeks to convince them to allow us to show them on television. Many shy away from publicity. They meet over the internet where they exchange photos and talk about future explorations. Many never reveal their real name. Fire Freak, Chaos, Vapor, Mr. Sable. Their on-screen names hide their real identities. Many worried their jobs could be at risk if their employer discovers their secret pastime. Others concerned about getting caught. Have you been caught?
Not me.
He hasn't been caught, but he is being watched.
What they're doing, if you follow the letter of the law, could be construed as break and enter. Certainly if it's not break and enter, could be a trespass.
Sergeant Marty Folkerth tracks urban explorers and their outings over the internet. He believes they are doing more than just breaking the law. Urban explorers are risking their lives for the sake of thrills.
Some of these sites definitely are not safe. Crawling in tunnels where there's high pressure steam pipes, who knows, there could be a host of things in there.
And if they did get in trouble, it would be up to the fire department to rescue them. Finding them is one thing,
Rescuing them is another.
To immobilize the patients if we have injuries, and to not only get them through the system but also up out of the system can be a very tenuous situation, especially when you're in a confined space.
And that could jeopardize the lives of rescue personnel as well.
You can't refute something like that, because yes, if somebody does get hurt, they're going to have to come down, and you're going to have to call the fire department, and they're going to have to come in with underground rescue or confined space entries. Like, it's a risk we take when we do this.
As for breaking the law, many explorers feel they're not doing any harm. It's an unwritten rule: never break anything to get into a building, and vandalism is prohibited.
Our policy is take photographs, leave only footprints.
It would appear that it's getting more popular just by the spread of and how many websites are dedicated to urban exploring.
And that could be the downfall of UE. There's a fear if too many people begin exploring drains and buildings, the excitement will be taken away. For now, they will remain an underground group and quietly continue to explore the dark, damp tunnels they call paradise beneath our feet. Mike Yanni, A-Channel News Now.
Now, members in the urban exploration community know they sometimes push the limits of safety and the law.
But they are proud of the fact that in 25 years they've never had to call the fire department or EMS to be rescued. Strange bunch, indeed, in my opinion. I would never go that far below the surface, that's for sure. Your health is straight ahead on A-Channel News at 6. We'll tell you about a new way to manage type 1 diabetes.
And researchers discover a new way to treat breast cancer in its early stages. Leah Sarich has that.